Hi everyone, it's Gerald again, and I'm here with my second pass at my Blockmesh level, my playthrough video. Forgive me, my voice is a little crazy because I come down with a cold or some kind of flu or something. So, right off the jump, I decided to try to stick with the creative vision by, it's a post-apocalyptic thing. It's a giant laboratory. They were doing some experiments with gravity, and there was a test gone awry and stuff. That's mainly just the zombies came, but you'll see later. So there's this garage here. They were using these big snowmobiles to get around, as another NPC will explain later on if I talk to him. I don't know what they meant by not showing optional areas, like there's a zombie over there, more vehicles and stuff. So critical path, I guess, would be to just run through the main stuff, but the NPC is right here, so I guess it's fine. He's right over here. Explains to us that these big snow plows and snow blowers were the only really good vehicles they could get around with on this big snowy mountain. So once we turn the corner or get past this other mountain shelf, you can see there's something weird up here in the lab. You can notice these antennas and satellites and weird pyramid looking things, and now we get a call from HQ to let us know our objective, which is to get Dr. Leroy Jenkins research notes. For anybody who knows who Leroy Jenkins is, that's obviously an homage to one of the internet pioneers. Anyway, so yeah, HQ wants us to get some research notes or something like that. Something valuable's got to be there, because we got to figure out some kind of way to deal with these, zombie hordes and the threat of the zombies. So if we could somehow weaponize gravity, whether it be to keep them back or to slow them down or float them up in the air, or who knows what. If we could weaponize gravity, it could definitely be good. I put a lot of dead bodies because there's obviously going to be dead bodies. See, like we got broke down snowblower things and dead bodies all around. I put some big giant tree things fall down here. There's another broken snowblower, some barrels, a little shed. There's the guard tower right here is pretty. There's a note up here, security memo. That's kind of cool. Another dead guy. He was obviously guarding. Here we go. Alright, so that's obviously not good. Gravity's gone out of control. We don't want to hear that. Alright, so we have, what the heck, we don't know what's going to go on in there. So I chose like the gravity mechanic because I thought that it would just lead me to an interesting build lore wise and gameplay wise. It obviously makes for some good platforming, some good old fun anti-gravity hopping around. But also I just thought it would be cool, and I had the vision of the broken lab and stuff, yeah. So there's some zombies back there too. Cafeteria is upstairs, break room over there. So there's this long hall. Once you go through here, this is going to lead us up to the entrance to our first gravity chamber, which is my actual mechanic. I put these because they were trying to barricade themselves, but they're dead. There's a bunch of bodies over there. Gravity chamber number 1 here. I had a checkpoint there. I guess I messed that up. Fix it. So your gravity pulse is activated. If I had time, I would add a nice widget and a sound effect, but we are on time constraints here. So we're just going to do a nice little bit of platforming through the puzzle. Now this puzzle here, the platforming puzzle, has multiple routes that can get you to this part here, which is where you need to get to for the end. There's also a couple skips, like where you can skip a platform entirely, jump to another. I added that so that number one, there would be multiple paths to success, and number two, so that it would kind of obscure which path was in fact the right path. Right away, you're not going to think, oh, there's going to only be, there's going to be multiple paths. You're going to normally think there's going to be just one right way. So by making multiple right ways, it also obscures the golden true path, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, chamber 2 entrance. This one I decided, like, where's all the gravity stuff? I hid it kinda, so the player's got to scour about a little bit. We obviously see some boxes over here, another button. So what's going on? Oh great, a little tunnel. So once we see this, we know we have to drop in, obviously. Ouch. Don't worry, there's some health later. I added some collectibles over there. Now here is my piece de resistance, my masterpiece. We got the gravity chamber. It's blown up, exploded. This is where Dr. Jenkins' secret lab was, or his observatory, I like to call it, where he somehow figured out how to mess with and like manipulate the gravity. These are his research notes here. They should be in the inventory. Oh, I don't know why that didn't work, but I'm gonna have to fix that. I have a key item with his research notes, which is that I just picked up. That's okay. Fix it. Anyway, that's the placeholder item. I just didn't add the description and stuff yet. Well, I did, but it didn't show it. So you gotta go this way, jump up here, and jump into this tube. Oh! See, I made it purposely a little bit of a pain to get in. You gotta jump right in the right spot, like. Oh. Alright, one last try. We got this. Here we go, ready? Oh, I gotta get closer, that's why. I'm rushing. My apologies. I need to make this a little cleaner, obviously. We can see that that's problematic. Oh no. I just did it before this flawlessly on the first try, so I don't understand what the problem actually is. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's why I was jumping off the wrong side. And then here we have the final pathway to lead you to the floor hatch, the escape route. And that just loops you back into the floor 1 of the lab to continue back down the mountain. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like it. I worked pretty hard on it. Thank you very much for your time, and I can't wait to try all your guys' levels.